All right, I wanted to take a look at the problem from last night, the business one. Of course, it says the president of Speedy Airlines has discovered that her competitor, Zip Airlines, has purchased 13 new airplanes from Commuter Aviation for a total of $15.9 million. She knows that Commuter Aviation produces three types of planes, and that would be Plane A, which sells for $1.1 million. Type B that sells for $1.2 million, and Type C sells for $1.7 million. The president of Speedy Airlines also managed to find out that Zip Airlines purchased 5 more Type A's than it did Type C's. How many planes of each type did Zip Airlines purchase? All right, I don't think this one's going to be too bad. We got to set up a system of equations to determine how many of each airline or each airplane that these companies purchased. All right, so let me go here to. All right, so I went ahead and cleared the problem away here, and we know that let's go in here and let this be x plus y plus z. We know that all three of those airplanes put together are going to equal. No, actually, let me do this. Let's make this A plus B plus C. Let's keep it the same as what it is in the problem here. So airplane A, airplane B plus airplane C, we know that the company bought 13 of those total. Okay? We also know that the airplane A sells for 1.1 million. So let's go 1.1 million times A plus we know Type B sells for 1.2 million, so let's let that be 1.2 times B, plus we know that Type C sells for 1.7 million, and we know altogether that company spent about $15.9 million. So there we have two equations and two unknowns, and the last thing here it tells us that the president also managed to find out that she purchased 5 more Type A than C. So 5 more Type A than C. So if we let A equal 5 plus C, all right, we know that we purchased 5 more Type A's than we did Type C. So if you check it out, we have 3 equations and 3 unknowns here, and we already have one of them solved, mainly this one, for A. All right. So now what I suggest we do is we go ahead and plug A into equation 1, which will go back up into here, and into equation 2, which will go right in here. All right. So let me go ahead and do that. So now we're going to have in the top equation we're going to have 5 plus C for A, and then we're going to have plus B plus C is going to equal 13. All right. Now if we combine like terms here, we're going to have B plus 2C is going to equal, and then 13 take away 5 is going to be 8. All right. So all I did here in this line is combined like terms. Now let's substitute in this equation into the second equation. So this is going to end up being 1.1 times A in this case, which is going to be 5 plus C, plus 1.2 B plus 1.7 C is going to equal 15.9. All right? So now if we do that, this becomes, if we distribute here, 5.5 plus 1.1 C plus 1.2 B plus 1.7 C is going to equal 15.9. All right? All right, so we're kind of getting tight here. This is 1.1 C. All right, so let's go ahead and combine terms here. Now notice at the bottom, all right, what I did here, I did some cleanup work. Again, I'm going to take our original equation right here, B plus 2C, and I'm going to move it up to here. Okay? Then if I go down here and combine this, I get 1.1C, which is here, plus 1.7C, which is going to be 2.8C, which is up here, and then we're going to have 1.2b, which is here, I'm going to bring this up to here. Then 15.9, which is over to the right here, minus 5.5 is going to be 10.4. All right, so let me go ahead and get rid of all this down here at the bottom. So now I've reduced this to two equations and two unknowns. So we're almost done. Let's see if I can, if we can get this up top. All right, so let's go up here and multiply this top one by 1.2, and let's make this negative. All right, so this is going to give us negative 1.2b minus 2.4c, and of course that's going to equal negative 9.6. All right, so all I did is took this top equation and multiplied it by negative 1.2. All right, I'm going to bring down this equation, 1.2b plus 2.8c, and that's going to equal 10.4. Let's go ahead and add these two equations together. These cancel out. We're left with 0.4c equals 0.8. All right, and then of course, if we divide both sides by 0.4, 0.8 divided by 0.4, we end up here with c is equal to 2. So now we know that of these planes that we purchased, A, B, and C, we know that they purchased 2 of the Type C airplanes. Now to find out how many Bs that we purchased, let's go back up into here, and let's let C equal to 2. So right in here, this is going to be equal to 2. All right. So 2 times negative 2.4 gives us negative 4.8. And then if we bring it to the other side, we're going to have 9.6 minus, I'm sorry about that, that should be plus 4.8. So this will end up being negative 1.2b is going to equal negative 4.8. And then if I divide that by 1.2, we're going to find that we have b in here is going to equal 4. So now we know b is equal to 4. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of eraser here. So now we know a and b. Okay. Let me get rid of some of this work here. All right, if you guys recall at the beginning of this, we knew that we sold 13 airplanes, okay? So now we know that A plus B plus C is equal to 13, and B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 2. So A should equal 13 minus 6, which is going to be 7. So 7 at type A, 4 at type B, and 2 at type C. And of course, if we add these together, 7 plus 4 plus 2 is going to give us our 13. Thanks. Have a great day.